On a night when the sky was heavy with clouds and the wind howled through the trees, a small group of friends gathered in an old, abandoned house at the edge of town. The house had stood empty for decades, its windows shattered and its door creaking on rusty hinges. No one remembered who had lived there last, only that strange lights were sometimes seen flickering in the upper windows, and those who dared to enter spoke of an icy chill and the sensation of being watched. The friends had come in search of a thrill, drawn by rumors and dares, armed with flashlights and bravado. As they stepped inside, the darkness seemed to swallow them whole. The air was thick with dust, and the faint smell of something rotten. Their footsteps echoed on the warped wooden floorboards, and every sound, every groan of the house, every whisper of the wind, made their hearts race. They explored cautiously, their lights sweeping over faded wallpaper and broken furniture. In the living room, the remnants of a family's life lay scattered: a child's doll with one eye missing, a cracked photograph frame, a book with pages curled and yellowed. Each item seemed to tell a story of sudden abandonment, as if the former residents had fled in a hurry, leaving their lives behind. As they ventured deeper, something shifted in the air. One of them, Sarah, paused at the foot of the staircase. Her flashlight flickered, and for a moment, she thought she saw a shadow dart across the upstairs landing. She called to her friends, her voice trembling, but they shrugged it off, laughing nervously. Emboldened by their mockery, Sarah climbed the stairs. Each step groaned under her weight. At the top, a long hallway stretched before her, lined with closed doors. She chose the first, pushing it open with a trembling hand. The room was empty except for a large mirror, its surface clouded with age. As she gazed into the glass, shapes seemed to swirl behind her, faces, pale and hollow-eyed, staring back with silent accusation. She spun around, but the room was empty. Downstairs the others called out, their voices growing urgent. The front door had slammed shut, trapping them inside. They pounded on the wood, but it wouldn't budge. The temperature dropped sharply, their breath visible in the frigid air. Whispered voices echoed from the walls, incomprehensible but filled with malice. Sarah rushed back down the stairs, but the house seemed to shift around her. Hallways stretched longer than before. Doors appeared where none had been. She ran, panic rising, until she found the others huddled in the kitchen. Together, they tried the windows, but the glass wouldn't break. Shadows crept along the walls, growing darker and more defined. Then, in the silence, a child's laughter rang out. Soft at first, then rising in pitch, echoing through the empty rooms. The friends froze, their eyes wide with terror. The doll from the living room now sat upright on the kitchen table, its single eye gleaming in the flashlight's beam. The laughter grew louder, joined by the sound of footsteps running overhead. One by one, the friends vanished. First, the lights flickered and died. In the pitch black, hands, cold and unseen, reached out, pulling them into the darkness. Only Sarah remained, her back pressed against the wall, heart pounding in her chest. The last thing she saw before the darkness claimed her was the mirror at the end of the hall. In its surface, the faces of her friends stared back, trapped on the other side, their mouths open in silent screams. When the townsfolk found the house the next morning, it was empty once again, except for the mirror, which now reflected more faces than before, all watching, waiting for the next visitors to arrive.